Good morning, you all. I'm glad to see you guys here. You look pretty peppy. How many of you guys had breakfast this morning? It looks like not quite half, maybe. And what did you guys have for breakfast?
Lox and bagels.
Breakfast sandwich.
Bagels?
Toast and sausage.
Toast and sausage?
Toast and eggs.
Okay.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios? Belgian waffle?
Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt. How many of you guys had any fruits or vegetables for breakfast? What did you have?
I had a shake, like mixed in a shake.
And you put in like fruit or veggies or?
Yeah, I put in fruit and then like protein mixed stuff.
Okay, cool.
I had some like naked juice, the smoothies.
Okay. Just be aware that there is a new bottled drink on the market, kind of like naked fruit, but it's not pasteurized. And I'm saying that because you're going to get live fruits in that. So naked juice is a great start. You're getting some of your fiber, you're getting a lot of your micronutrients. But when they pasteurize, you're going to lose your enzymes because heat destroys enzymes.
What is that new drink called?
Pardon me? I noticed it at Starbucks, but just...
Is it on a wallet?
No, it's newer than that. And it does say it's not pasteurized. So you'll see it when you go in, and even Ralph's had it. So it's out there. Just check the back and look for the one that says it's not pasteurized. Okay. All right. So we're all on a health journey, whether we like it or not. And that health journey is determined a lot in part by what you're putting in your body. And your, is this the one?
Yes.
Okay. So food is our fuel. Now think if you got in your car and you expected it to run without gas, right? Well, that's what we do when we don't put fuel in our system. And for the most part, we've got a lot of things on our plate, huh? How many of you guys have a goal? You want to get through this semester with good grades.
Yeah.
What are some of your other goals? What do you want to do in life? Have you thought about it?
Go to college.
You want to go to college.
A good one.
Do you know what you want to study?
No.
Okay. You want to get smarter.
Yeah.
How about some of you? Do you have athletic goals?
Yeah.
Do you have athletic goals? Do any of you play sports?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of sports?
Basketball.
Track.
Horseback riding.
Baseball.
That's more active than it looks.
Thank you.
Speedball.
It's very tiring.
Tennis.
Tennis. Okay, you got to have speed. You have to have agility. What else do you guys do?
Swimming.
Volleyball.
Hurdles.
You got to be accurate. You got to develop your skills. So
Hurdles.
your food is hurdles. All right. So your food is fueling all those activities, or you're like dragging your body through it. Okay? So your little brain uses 25% of your energy. So studying, going to college, skipping meals, not having breakfast can actually pull down your metabolism. So you actually burn fuel slower and you have less energy on your command for that day. So we're going to talk a little bit about packaged food. A lot of us eat things that come in boxes, right? Some of our cereals, or maybe we go to a restaurant and prepackaged before they serve it to us. This is prepackaged, what I consider prepackaged food. Does anybody recognize what it is?
Are those pancakes?
Oh, I'll take the lid
It's a
off.
burger or chicken
It
nugget.
is. Yeah, I don't even know.
That was awful.
They look good.
I only put the lid on there because I don't want it to fall apart.
That's a hamburger.
The hamburger and the chicken nuggets.
What?
And I want you to hear the sound of the chicken nugget.
Ew.
Is that real food?
Ew.
This is real
No,
good.
it's fake.
No, actually I did buy this.
What's up,
It's a good question. It's real calories. Is it real food?
No.
No.
You guys answer that. Does it really fuel your body the way you want it to?
No.
These are 6 years old.
Ooh.
Oh.
And no, when you put vegetables in your refrigerator, how long does it take before they mold or rot?
Few days.
That's a sign of live food, because those enzymes are there. That's a sign that it could give you life if you ate it when it was not moldy. And I know they aren't making these right now, but these are also 6 years old.
So you could sell those for a lot of money.
Huh?
You could sell those.
Maybe you probably get the same value from them that you got when I first bought them. Let's put it that way. If your food won't rot, it won't digest and do what you want it to do. This is also 6 years old. Still smells a little bit like cinnamon.
What is it?
It's the I don't know what they look like now. The McDonald's apple pie. I know they still sell it. Okay, so some of your classes in the past have said, "Oh, but I go to In-N-Out." You know, they peel their potatoes. They anyway, this is not quite as old. I bought this in March of 2011.
Oh my
So-
god, why is it still intact?
Why is it still not rotting?
Ugh.
So, sorry about that. And then I took my granddaughters to Islands February of 2011, and they had some chicken finger left.
Ew.
It wasn't this small. It's kind of lost its oxygen or whatever.
Ew. Not cute.
I'm going to pass this around. You guys can smell it. I also put some of their fries in there. So once you David, I'll pass it around. You guys can smell it. Think about what you're putting. The closer,
Guys,
I know it's disgusting, but the closer to nature you can get your food, all this yummy stuff you've got on this table, that's going to fuel your body, and it's going to give you something that you probably don't think about. And we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so, whoa, where did you go?
Smells like a drying grease.
All right, so packaged food. So what's going on? If you look at the back of the label, you got to look at the back of the label. Don't look at the front where it says natural, where it says, you know, it's going to do whatever for you. You want to look at the back of the label, because the front of the label can have misleading information. It's like a commercial for it. But the back, you're going to look at the ingredients list. And the thing that's up there, number 1, that's the main ingredient in what you're looking at. And so if it has a lot of sugar, sucrose, fructose, high fructose corn syrup, all those things, they might have 5 forms of sugar in there. So sugar might not be the first thing, but if you add all those sugars together, calorie-wise it is. So anyway, so you're going to look and see what's the first thing. And if it says any kind of hydrogen in your oil or high fructose corn syrup, walk away. Those are not only that you're eating a processed food, but these have processes in them that could be actually toxic to your systems. So, do you guys eat peanut butter?
I'm allergic.
Okay. You eat nut butters.
I'm gonna smother you.
Almond butter. All right. So if you look on the back of the label, you want a
Ew, wait, really?
a peanut butter that doesn't say hydrogenated, because they've taken that good peanut butter and they've added forced hydrogen into it, and your body can't break that down. So they're finding that that's what's lining a lot of people's arteries. So get it as close to nature as possible.
Why do they add the hydrogen into it?
Because it will extend the shelf life. Once you grind something up and you release the oils, they can combine with oxygen, and that becomes rancid. And And you, so that, they do that so that they can leave it on the shelf longer. So that they can serve it to you and it looks fresh longer. So long ingredients list, especially if they've got color numbers or names in them, walk away from the package because those are toxins. And I don't know if you heard recently, they're talking about making sodas that have the word caramel in them. Put a label that it could cause cancer on it. They're in the process of working towards that. So even your diet Dr. Pepper, it's got the chemical sweeteners, but it also has chemical colors in it. So, and look at your Gatorade. Is that a natural color?
Yes.
No.
You want it to be a natural color, but it's not. It's
That's definitely pure.
yeah, it's got some really negative agents in it to make it that color, and so
Keep that, it'll be like, keep that.
Do they do that just for like
That's
looks
the old
wise?
design in like,
Yeah.
in like 50 years.
The only reason they do it?
Isn't that?
yes, it doesn't
Like
add
what color would it be if you didn't do that?
probably clear.
That's the only thing I've said.
You'll hold it.
That's it.
Who said the thing about?
It's obviously one of lime juice mixed together.
Start making this smoothie or no?
I was
So,
him.
Fiber is also
This kid right there.
okay, gang. I know I got here late, and I apologize. There were accidents on the freeway, and it was really a nasty mess. So, one of the things you want to look for when you're looking at those ingredients like on the back of the label is how much fiber is in there. By nature, if you're getting a whole grain, you're going to get fiber, you're going to get protein, and you're going to get your carbs. So all of those together are what make the food really work for you. And fiber is incredible for your system. So you want a whole grain. And if it says wheat bread, even white bread is wheat bread.
Fiber is incredible for what system?
Okay, for your digestive system, and if it's soluble fiber, it gets into your blood system. And fiber will grab onto bad fats and sometimes chemicals, and then it gets eliminated from your system. So fiber also is like a scrub brush in your intestinal system. Your intestinal system is like almost 30 feet long, and you want to keep it clean. So that's your little scrub brush to keep it clean. All right, and then we talked a little bit about some sodas, and here's the label. It's a little hard to see what's in the red, but mostly chemicals. So these are the things you want to avoid, but if you're eating whole food, natural food, it's easy to avoid all this stuff. Just remember, if God didn't make it and you can't pronounce it, it doesn't belong in your body. And she's a very educated biochemist from Stanford. She spent 10 years, she's a published researcher, and when she found out what fruits and veggies were doing for her body, she left 10 years of Stanford, and she went into supporting a fruits and veggies diet for people. And she works for the same company I work for, that we found a way to put the nutrition from fruits and veggies, those micronutrients, into capsules. So, she's very, very knowledgeable, and I've seen the changes from changing my diet. Okay, so we want to start with the journey for kids, because that's where we all start. And you are a product of what your mother ate while she was pregnant. There are switches in our body called epigenes, or they call the science epigenetics. You flip a switch on while the baby's in the womb, and it can change that child's life for the whole duration. So, and then once you're here, what's going on in your diet now is switching off and on those genes. So cancer, heart disease, all these things that we see happening, going on in our children and adults. I mean, we have an epidemic of cancer in our country. If 1 out of 2 men is going to have cancer, and 1 out of 3 women right now, and it's gone past that, it's above that, are going to have cancer, and that doesn't account for all the heart disease we have. So we've been living a little longer. The experts are saying you kids will not live as long as our generation. And so changing your diet isn't just good for you. It can make a difference in the whole outcome of your health. So Dr. David Katz is the head of preventative medicine at Yale University. And he's been on Oprah, he's been on Dr. Phil, he's been on all the TV shows. And that's what he's saying. So,
I love Dr. Phil.
and there we've got, that's where we start, right? We got to protect that little baby inside of all of us. And you can make a difference in the next generation. And we're all ripples in a pond. So changes you make in your family, in your own life, are going to affect other people. So once you've heard this information, you're responsible for it. Think of it that way. So I don't, and changes happen a little at a time. If you really want to make big changes in your life, you start with one simple thing. Give up your sodas. Switch to water. Start eating whole grains. Make simple changes, but keep going in that direction. So, you are, for your age, it's recommended that you have 9 to 13 fruits and veggies a day. And this is what the USDA recommends. They do, every 5 years, they come up with a new recommendation, and they look at what's going on. And how many people here ever eat 9 servings of fruits and veggies a day?
Sometimes.
Okay, sometimes. All right.
All the time.
So every day your body's making new cells, and the days that you're not getting the protection from the fruits and raw fruits and veggies, your body's still making new cells, but they're not protected. So this is where you need to be getting the bulk of your nutrition, raw, ripe fruits and veggies. And if you do a shake, try adding spinach to it. Okay. So your body basically runs on carbs, right? So it's just like the gas for your fuel. Your cells, the proteins, we use a small percentage of our calories are needed each day for protein. Your body reuses the protein, it breaks down, and then it only needs this additional amount. And then anything else it has to break down by the liver and then the kidneys to have to excrete the byproducts from the protein. So most of your calories, whole grain carbs, fruits and veggies. Fats, our body takes the nutrients we give it and makes most of the fats. There are some essential fatty acids. You've heard of omega-3s. Some people take them as a supplement. But if you're going to eat avocados, you're going to eat whole grains, you have a way to get that into your diet. And wild fish also is rich in omega-3s, and grass-fed beef, grass-finished beef. In other words, it doesn't go to a feedlot. Okay, so our cells are like little powerhouses. And inside of us we have over 1 trillion of these little powerhouses. And this is where our fuel is burned. And each time we're burning fuel, so we have trillions of these reactions going on every day. We put off what is called a free radical. Have you guys heard of free radicals?
Yeah.
No? No? Okay. Well, your body's making lots of them. And it's called the exhaust or byproduct of the fuel burning. Does anybody here have biology?
Last year.
Okay. Did they talk about the Krebs cycle?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the byproduct of the Krebs cycle, where the fuel is being burned. Okay, so this is your little cell, one of your little trillions of cells. And
Whoa.
okay, so he's getting hit by free radicals. They nick, they steal they steal molecules from the cells. your shield, your protection are your antioxidants. And it comes from raw, ripe fruits and veggies. They're not found in animal products. And once you cook it, you've pretty much destroyed most of those antioxidants. All right, so these are examples of that same free radical stuff. You see it in metal, we call it rust. And this is this is an apple. They put lemon juice on this side to provide the extra antioxidants. And this is just air getting to it, the oxygen. So the researchers have found over 100,000 they've named of these nutrients, micro nutrients. Can't see them with your little eye, but you can see them under a microscope. So they believe that they're going to discover over 1 million of these things. So that's why there's the variety of fruits and vegetables that you need to eat, not just one of these great things, but the colors give you an indication of the variety too. So 80% of the nutrition that goes into your fruits and veggies, if you get an apple and it doesn't really taste that good, it doesn't taste much like an apple, it may have been picked green. Especially tomatoes. That's one of the things where people really notice the difference. Right now in the stores you're probably getting things that don't taste really that great. I've been growing my own tomatoes, and just this summer started growing my own, and they are so delicious. And if people hate tomatoes, I think it's because they taste like paper if they've been picked green. And the nutrition isn't there. They can turn them red. So taste, flavor, and smell are indicators that the nutrition's there. So if you go to the store and you smell a peach in summer, it smells really like a peach, you know it's ripe when it was picked. So farmers markets are the great place. Frozen fruits are a great way to get additional nutrition from things that have been picked ripe, because they can take them ripe and put them in the freezer, and it keeps them from rotting, and they can pick them ripe instead of picking them green. And if you're going to eat your veggies, try to steam them lightly. Keep the crunch in there, and it helps protect the nutrition. Here's a little steamer. Do any of you guys have a steamer?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so these are examples of the different colors of our fruits and veggies. Try to get a variety of the nutrition. Have any of you heard of, keep your eyes and ears open for what you hear and read about fruits and veggies. Because, you know, every once in a while they'll announce some great discovery, like that cranberries that have a nutrient in them that is only found in them, and it kills ovarian cancer cells. So, yes?
If like your vegetables are super not crunchy, like you said, is it nutrition or is it just not as much?
It's still nutrition. You're getting good calories. You're getting fiber. The fiber doesn't go away by cooking, but you're not getting all the antioxidants.
Oh.
So because they're being destroyed by heat, air, or light. So, but it's still good to eat.
Okay.
It's still good to eat because there's still great things in there. So we talked a little bit about fiber already. And these are the main things that fiber will do for you. And this is a picture of a cell, a plant cell, you know, under a microscope. And it doesn't break down with chewing, and it doesn't break down with your digestive acids, and it doesn't break down with cooking. So, okay, and this is what it looked like if a giraffe started eating all our processed foods. So, and
I think that'd be so cool. I just want to like squeeze it.
Ew.
Just like walk around and you're like.
now, any questions at this point? Any questions, guys? Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna show you how to make a healthy smoothie with all
natural fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
So first we started with the raspberries. Go ahead and start putting stuff in.
Oh yeah, Davis.
So she said, how many fruits and vegetables do you need a day?
9 to
Those aren't
13.
cranberries.
9 to 13. So let's count. We've already got raspberries
Don't
in
put
there
the
and grapes.
stem in there.
We're gonna put grapes with the stems. There's your fiber. Throw some spinach in there.
Oh.
That's good.
$40.
That's good.
Okay, so we're up to 3. Some blackberries.
Does anybody know what a size a serving is?
Like a half a cup.
Half a cup. And if you're talking about
Good job.
green leafies, it's how much?
What?
If you're talking about what?
Like lettuce or spinach? Or
15 leaves.
A cup and a half.
a cup. A
A
cup.
cup.
Yeah, a cup.
Get some blackberries and blueberries going in there.
Dump them.
No, because we're making 2.
We've already cut part of the orange. You leave the outer layer on because a lot of nutrients are right in here. So you just cut the
My daddy
orange part of the skin, the peel, and leave this part in for
Yeah,
nutrients.
that's pretty disgusting.
Just raw? That's weird.
Yeah, we're going to put a little bit of liquid in. When you'll see Vitamix blends your grapes, it gives you some juice because there's a lot of juice in your fruit. Again, with the pineapple, you're just cutting off the peel. You leave the core in there because there's a lot of fiber in the core.
Is that for one person? Just like all of that?
We're going to make that smoothie for the class. On a regular basis, you can put all of these fruits and vegetables. We're probably going to get to 9 or 10 here and this. And you're going to be able to drink probably 24 ounces of this. With your lemon, you can leave the rind on.
It's a nice zest.
And we're going to put a banana in.
Just with the peel.
Don't want to go too much lemon because it's really
That's
hard.
nutrition.
So you just leave the outside of the lemon.
You can leave the outside of the lemon on.
It's a full
Now, if you
smoothie.
did with an orange, it would be really bitter. And then we're going to put in some frozen strawberries.
Yes. I know.
Big. Look at the big strawberries. It's gonna take like
Blend
minutes
it.
to blend.
You just need to add a little bit of ice.
The blend isn't like.
There you go.
Oh,
Is this a blend test?
I don't know if it's gonna
Will it blend?
fit.
Don't hold it. Just let it sit there.
So I should explode.
Okay, so your juice, your liquid already coming at the bottom of the blender. Today is kale. Kale and spinach have no flavor, but they have a lot of nutrients for you.
I beg to differ. My mom makes me eat that.
If you do it right, notice we just put a little bit of everything in here.
Good job, Davis.
That's a lot of smoothie.
I think John Powell did a great job.
Alright, y'all can come up and try some.
Y'all. Stretches. Who wants a what?
Smoothie time!
Have a break. So the amount of time it takes you to go to a drive-thru and sit in a drive-thru, you can make your own smoothie. And you're making it with all whole natural fruits and vegetables. You have to do a little bit of work. Wait. We'll make another one, guys. Okay, we'll make another one. Have a seat. We'll make another one. But we'll make another one here in a second. But the point is, guys, I put in about 10 fruits and vegetables. You guys can do the exact same thing. I'm not overwhelming it with one type of fruit. I'm going to do it again.
Is it good?
Repeat the cycle.
The bananas, like,
I
love bananas.
So I want you guys to all try that at home, okay?
Is there like a cheese?
Not hard to do. The Vitamixes, they blend your kale and your,
What does?
the Vitamix does really, you gotta get a blender that can blend this, otherwise it'll be really chunky. So that's why I choose to use the Vitamix, because the blades and the way it works, it blends it down really good. Say it again.
What is that?
Really is blender.
Vitamix. Okay, does anybody have any questions on what I did or how I did that? Okay.
Great stuff.
Nom 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 nom. It tastes a lot like orange.